Okay, I haven't touched this channel in a bit. I'm going to talk, though, because I saw a comment today that aggravated me a lot. I'm going to crash out today. Somebody basically said something about like, hey, I understand you're trying to make it, but it seems like you're just desperate to get attention. And it kind of makes me cringe. But whatever makes you happy, I guess. Kind of, and I got a passive-aggressive tone from that. And I want to respond to that because it's not about, I get hate comments every single day saying my music's trash or I'm cringy or whatever. But the comments that irk me the most are when people really like something I've done. And they try to like box me in or guide me thinking they know who I am and know what I'm trying to do when they don't know anything. I had another instance of this. Let me just tell you a story before I even fully go into crash out mode, which is, my biggest video was trolling this YouTuber named Odwin, 1.4 million views. When I did that video, in the middle of it, people thought I was like some weird stalker. Like, this is kind of cringe that this guy's obsessing over this Odwin character, not seeing the vision of what I was trying to do. And now I'm a genius to a lot of people suddenly because I have a video with 1.4 million views, blah, 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 blah. Right? Now, similarly, I trolled I'm Dante this year. That was a big moment for me. And that moment, when I was in the process of doing it, I had someone come up to me and DM, hey, it looks like he's taking this one too far. This just seems like it's not ending in the right directions and it's not going to end well. And I ended up finishing the troll, and now Dante and I are pretty cordial. And I wouldn't say we're not super close or anything, but we're very cordial. Video did great. People are calling me a genius again. And I just think of that guy trying to tell me, yo, you should stop this troll because it feels like it's not going in the direction I think. It feels a little desperate. It feels a little cringy. And it did work. And that person was wrong. That person tried to get me to stop what I was doing, but they were wrong. And was I desperate? Yes, I was. I was desperate when I got my first video. I was desperate when I got my second video. I don't hide the fact that I'm desperate. But that kind of contributes to a harder problem. And I'm gonna go into it, but this person's like, oh, you're desperate for attention. You're desperate for attention with this whole Drake and Kanye rollout you're launching. It feels like you're just trying to get attention. Bro, if you knew how much I had to go through to do this, to contractually, like the amount of people I've had to speak to, if you understood the gravity of what I was doing, you would understand why I'm being desperate about this. Because if this wins, just like the other two situations did, this could quite literally change everything. And in both of the situations that changed my career and my life, I was the cringy one. I was the desperate one. I was the guy who was doing too much until it was packaged in a way that was convenient to the algorithm, and now suddenly I'm a god to people. I'm a genius to people. I'm not saying I'm actually a god or anything, but I'm saying this is what I'm trying to point out. The same thing you shame, the same thing people shame in people, the same qualities that people say are bad, desperation, cringiness, if packaged correctly, make you look like a god and make your life savings in one video. So why should I listen to you, and why should anybody listen to you when you don't understand the vision and the gravity of what this could do? It's not even about me, but why should any creators listen to people when they're like, oh, you're being too desperate, oh, you're being too cool? Because it extends even deeper than that. You want to talk? Okay, fine. What happens if I'm not desperate, right? What happens if I'm a cool guy? I want to maintain my aura so I don't do things that challenge me at all. And I stay in my little box, my little comfort zone. What happens? Nothing happens with my career. You wouldn't even know who the hell I am. That number of 40,000 subscribers would not exist. I would not be anywhere, dude. If I sat here and I was so cool, oh, maybe I'd be so cool. They'd be like, oh, Rohan is so cool. But guess what? Rohan is not making money. Rohan is not getting viewers. Rohan is in the same exact place 1 year from now because his ego is too high and he doesn't want to do what requires desperation, what requires being cringy. You want to take this even further? Okay, fine. Let's talk about artists. All the artists you like. All the artists like Drake, Kanye West, The Weeknd, whoever the hell you like, who you think has an extensive amount of aura. Oh, this guy doesn't even have to try. He puts out his music and it charts immediately. It gets likes immediately. Guess what? All these people have labels with desperate employees pushing a bunch of shit for their music, their YouTube, their etc. Desperation is the root of our economy. It's just hidden from all the competitors. So yes, all the big guys on the stage look cool, because they're not directly spamming and promoting their music a million times, but they have freaking 20 to 30 interns spamming the shit out of it. They're paying people every single day. They're extremely desperate. They just do it hidden. And because I am my own marketing team, I unfortunately have to look desperate. But that doesn't mean that all these other people are succeeding without being desperate. They're still desperate. They're just lying to you. Or like they're doing it in a hidden way. I don't even want to say lying to you because that sounds like they're evil people. They're not. But my point is, being cool doesn't get you anywhere. Being cool is a privilege. Desperation created everything that you have. For our economy to even sustain, we needed to build an amount of wealth that exceeded the amount of wealth that we need to survive. There's people working extra hours, extra shifts all days to make ends meet. Are they desperate or are they doing what's necessary? The only people who are too cool to look desperate are the people who have enough abundance within what they're trying to achieve. I don't. Are you going to tell somebody who's working freaking extra shifts to survive that they're being too desperate? Are you going to tell them that? Or not? What are you going to do? Are you going to tell them that? I wouldn't tell them that because they're doing what it takes. And the only people who are too cool to look desperate are the people who have enough money or have enough resources. So I'm done with this idea of desperation being some sort of weakness, some sort of judgment. I'm done with the idea of cringiness being some sort of weakness and some sort of judgment, because if you actually understood what it took to get to the top, if you actually understood what it took to grow as an artist, or what it takes to get to where you were, you have to understand if you don't move, nothing else moves. This is not a game where you can sit here and just build your aura and dress better and expect your music to stream better. This is not a game where people who don't try succeed. And everything that I've done that has massively succeeded looks so effortless on the outside. But it took me being somebody who was desperate, uncool, cringy, doing too much. Those are the qualities of the person that it took me to get to the place that I am. And now suddenly I have aura to people. I don't even care about this aura word. I'm just saying the concept of I had to do a lot of uncool things to become cool. And now y'all are mad at me for doing uncool things. Bro, that's all I've been doing. All I've been is desperate. All I've been is somebody who wants to make it. I've never been anything else. It just worked. And that's why you think I suddenly am doing too much. No, I've always been doing too much. I've always been cringy. I've always been uncool. But it works, and then now suddenly I'm a genius. You're not understanding the pattern. I'm doing the same thing again. I'm trying. I'm doing too much. I'm not gonna lie. I'm being uncool. I'm being cringy. I'm doing the exact same patterns that got me to getting the moment in the first place. And now y'all are mad at me. You're trying to box me in. You're like, okay, hey, I liked when you did this thing, but don't do that thing. Now it seems like you're doing too much. I've always been doing too much. When will people understand this? That's what it takes. For food to be on the table, for the greatest things that you've ever heard, for the greatest albums, for the greatest videos, it takes a bunch of cringiness, a bunch of doing too much, a bunch of uncoolness. It takes the ugliness of life to get to the beauty of life. And if you don't understand that, you'll never get to the beauty of life, and you'll never understand why you haven't gotten to the beauty of life. It takes the ugliness to get to the beautiness. Beauty. It takes the ugliness to get to the beauty. And if you don't realize that, you never understand what I'm trying to do here. I could easily be comfortable and just try to skate off of, oh, I have 40,000 subscribers. If I had 100K, I could easily try to skate off of that. I could easily just try to look cool. But I'm never going to grow that way. So I'm done with this, but I wanted to say that. Desperation is not a weakness.